Howdy folks, Laxo here, and today we're going to be going ahead and going over that 1v1 tier list. I'm going to be doing SSRs and URs in this video, so hopefully it doesn't carry on for too long. I know I said I was going to do SSRs for the 6v6s, but we're going to push that off probably out another couple days, maybe a week or so, and I'm going to be doing the 1v1 tier list now because I feel like that is a little bit more important getting out rather than SSRs. So let's go ahead and hop into it here. Unfortunately though, I do not have the images for the SSRs as I said, so we're just going to be going ahead and doing it this way, and I will be just talking through it. I'm going to minimize this so I have my tier list over here on the side, and we're going to be talking through it. So let's go ahead and start from the top and work our way down. First up, Ichigo. So he's not completely awful. He's not like Kona's better category. He's probably just sitting in the bad category, I'd say. Lisa, however, she's a little better. I'd say she's okay. Tessai, he's actually pretty good. I'd probably put him in solid, and I'm kind of tempted to put him up near best. But I'm going to go ahead and put him in solid. He's actually pretty solid SSR unit. Next up, Tosin, unfortunately, just too squishy. He goes in okay. And honestly, I think okay is probably a little high. I'd probably put him in bad, if anything. Yoruichi, once again, just early game, she's great. Falls off a little bit later. I'd put her in okay. Byakuya, just easy if I put him in bad. Little too squishy, and on top of that, he kills himself to do damage to the enemy. So, yeah. Unohana, unfortunately, she just doesn't heal enough. I'd probably put her in okay, if that. Renji, once again, CC'd isn't good enough. I'd put him bad. Let's see, who do we have? We have Byakuya. Byakuya is, I mean, he despells. If you have him at 6 runes, he's okay. I'd probably put him in okay. Okioda, once again, doesn't do any damage. I'd probably put him in bad, maybe okay. Let's see here. Baragon, he's actually not too bad in 1v1s. I'd probably put him in okay. Yeah, I'd probably put him in okay. Maybe... No, I'd probably just put him in okay. He's better than other units in okay, but worse than other units in solid. So I'd probably put him in okay. Let's see. Rangiku, she is bad to okay, somewhere around there. She's not too great. Toshido, he's actually pretty good, especially if he goes up against a healer. He has that really good anti-heal with 6 runes, so I'd probably put him in okay. I'm thinking he's okay. Ikaku, he's actually pretty tanky. I'd probably put him in okay as well. Unohana, unfortunately, she does nothing. Probably put her in bad. Hiyori, actually, she wasn't too bad early. She was a really good budget 1v1er for me, so I'd probably put her in okay. Mayuri, he's okay. Unfortunately, his CC just doesn't work hard or enough when you get to the higher ranks. But early on, early on he's probably solid, but later on he falls off to okay. Once again, Soifone, probably okay. Just doesn't do too much damage. Doesn't do enough damage. Kensai, he's actually pretty solid. He is definitely a budget good 1v1er. I'd probably put him in okay. If there was a unit in between solid and okay, I'd probably put him there. SSR, or I'm sorry, SP Season Pass Toshido, not too great in 1v1. I'd probably put him in okay. Not bad, but okay. Jushiro, actually, he's not bad. I'm going to put him in okay. Same with Kiraku. He's okay. I mean, he does some pretty decent damage. He gets rage, or I'm sorry, he lowers the rage of the enemies. He's not bad. Chad, I kind of want to put him in bad, but yeah, I'm just gonna put him in bad. He's no bueno, just bad. Yami, bad. I don't like him 1v1s. He has a little bit of healing, but the healing really doesn't do anything at all, and he's too squishy. He's bad. Komamura, honestly, he's probably the best SSR in 6v6. I'm going to put him in best of the best. He is amazing in 1v1. If you can go up against a unit that won't one-shot him or kill him within like 2 rounds, he's probably in the best of the best. Loopy, bad. Lisa, I'll put her in bad. Gin, bad. Hinamari, Momo, bad. Rukia, bad. Maybe okay. Yachiru, bad. Bad. She just doesn't do enough damage. She's too squishy. Nelio for 1v1, she's actually not terrible. I think I want to put her in okay, but probably just bad. Renji, he is super tanky. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any heal. Let me actually just look at his kit real quick. I don't think he has any heals in his kit. Yeah, I didn't think so. Actually, what about this? Does this heal? Yeah. He is really good at tank. He's an amazing tank, but unfortunately, I'd probably just put him in bad. He's better than other units in bad, but he's not good enough. Love, bad. Nanao, I'm gonna put her in okay. She's not too bad in 1v1 actually. Aburama, probably bad. Maybe okay. I kind of want to put him in Kona's better, but I'm sure put him in bad. Lilinet, honestly, she's not terrible. I'd probably put her in, if there was an in between okay and bad, I'd put her there. Ishin, squishy, bad. Halle Bell, she's pretty good actually. I'm gonna put her in solid. She's actually not a bad 1v1er. She's pretty tanky, has a little bit of heal. If you have her weapon, have her at 7-star. She's not terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and put her in solid. I'd put her in okay, but I think she's better than most to all units in okay. So, Gio Vega, I'm gonna go ahead and put him in. I want to put him in okay, but I don't think his CC, he does enough CC, so I'm gonna put him in. No, I'm gonna put him in okay. He's okay. Zomari, actually, he's pretty good. If there was a category between okay and solid, I'd put him there, but there's not, so I'm gonna put him in solid. Actually, Ryukin, bad. Actually, Kukaku, she is actually pretty solid, especially if she doesn't go up against a major damage dealer. She's pretty solid. I'm gonna put her in. She's better than units in okay. She's worse than units in solid. I'm gonna put her in solid. Ikaku. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in bad. He's not too great. Maybe okay, but bad. Xyloparo. I mean, there's a reason for me to put him in okay, but he's still bad. Noyatora, bad. Stark, bad. Wonderweiss, bad. Findor, probably bad. But with the correct Warsaw, I think he's okay. He's probably okay. So I'm gonna put him in okay. Ernieto, I'm gonna put him in bad. I think I remember his kit. I think he could be in okay, but I'm putting him in bad, just to be safe. All right, I think that's it for the SSRs. Let's go ahead and swap over here to this tier list. All right. Starting off with Tensa Zengetsu. So he's actually, early he was actually pretty darn good in 1v1. Everyone was using him, but I don't really like him too much. He's not great. I'm going to put him in okay. Next up, Shunsui. He's pretty solid, I think. I kind of want to put him, but I don't think he deserves to be in best of the best. Unless you have him at 6 runes and the right War Soul, then he could definitely be in best of the best. But I'm going to put him in solid. I think he's somewhere in between here. I'll come back to him, but I think he's solid. White Ichigo, I'll put him in okay. Grimmjow, he's honestly really, really good. He can one-shot a unit straight up, so not bad. Let's blitz through a couple of these. Honestly, Rukia, I think she's underrated. In 1v1, she's actually not bad. I remember early, I always used her, and she would be amazing for me. She took out... She sometimes went 2v1 in the 1v1 in Kenpachi, so I'm going to put her in okay. Let's just blitz through a couple of these real quick. Rukia is actually not bad. She can really do some good damage. Let's see here. Byakuya, he's actually pretty solid. He's not amazing, but he's solid. Stark. Let's keep on going here. No, I'm gonna put him in okay. Let's see here. I think with his 6 runes, he could be okay, but without his 6 runes, he's bad. Let's see here. I think Ulquiorra should probably be in okay, because he does do some pretty good things in 1v1. I might boost him up to solid a little later, but let's just leave him in okay for now and see where this takes us. Let's see here. I'm going to put him in okay. Honestly, it just doesn't do enough damage. Let's see here. Put you there. Put you there. Put you here. I think at the right team, or going against the right person, I think she is probably in best the best. Geen, okay. He could have a case for being in solid, but I'm going to put him in okay. Once again, they're... I mean, these units could be boosted up to solid, but I don't think they do enough. So, let's just leave them there for now. Koga, really, really good in 1v1. He's like a budget Vastolorde, so he could be in best the best. I'm going to put him in solid just because he's pretty darn good. Let's continue going here. Honestly, Cotton is actually pretty good. I kind of want to put her in solid. I'm kind of torn here. I'm going to put her in okay for now. We'll see. I might change it a little later. Let's see. Who else we got? Yoruichi. Honestly, she's probably up there in best the best as well. Yeah, he's okay. Let's hear what else we have. I think he's probably solid. Honestly, he's pretty darn good. If you have him at 6 runes, he's solid. But without 6 runes, he's an okay. Next up, not good. Okay. Let's see here. Definitely really, really good there. Honestly, he's okay. Is that Leparo? He's okay. Paragon, he's okay. Let's just keep blitzing through here. I think Yamamoto's not too bad in 1v1. If he can get some CCs and he has 6 runes, he could probably be an okay if he can get those CCs. Let's see here. Bad. Honestly, I think Nell deserves to be in best the best. She's pretty much unkillable in some scenarios. She's pretty much unkillable. The only way you can actually beat her is by having more health than her. And if you're on the unfortunate at the end, or unfortunately, she uses a rage attack before the end of battle with her weapon, she can usually heal up to full, and whoever goes last when both characters are at full HP, the person that goes second wins. So she's in best of the best for sure. Kenpachi, 6 runes. I think with 6 runes and the right build, he could be in solid, but unfortunately, I'm going to put him in okay just because he's really not that great. Senbon Zakura. Honestly, bad. He's not too great. I could put him in okay. I think Ashisoka Jizo deserves to be in okay around there. Aizen, he's actually not bad. He's pretty okay. He's okay. So Hozukimaru, I know a lot of people really, really like him in 1v1. And people are probably going to get mad if I put him in okay. I'm going to put him in solid just to not piss people off. But me personally, I don't use him. I have him at 2-star, I think. So he probably deserves to be down here because I have him at 2-star. But people really like him. I'll put him at solid. Next up, around there, here. I still think Nell is probably one of the best. I could probably put her in solid because she is a tank killer. She does so much damage, especially in 1v1 when you're singling out that target. And you can get CC to CC to CC into CC. She's pretty darn good. I think solid is a really good category for her. Ulquiorra, I don't have to say a thing about him. He's just amazing. He does damage. He does dots. He gets health. He is amazing. On top of that, his damage is burn damage. So it's just large chunks of damage. Very solid. I like him a lot. Best of the best for sure. I think Sodeno deserves to be in best of the best just because she single-handedly has beaten other units in this. Like, she's beaten Kazushini. She usually always beats Kazushini. She beats any of these big damage dealer units she could beat. She just needs to get a little bit lucky with her CCs, her crowd controls, and her whatchamacallem, mastery skills. If she can get those off, she can 1v1 any unit in the game. So I'm going to put her in best of the best. Very, very solid. Vassalord Ichigo. Honestly, I still think he is the best unit in the game in 1v1. You cannot beat him. Pretty much no unit can beat him. I mean, obviously, Sodeno can beat him because she reduces his damage to 0. But honestly, he hits hard. He could steal rage. And he heals. He heals, he heals, he heals. So, with that and the guaranteed mastery skill, honestly, I'm putting him best of the best. Very, very solid. Nemu, once again, amazing unit all around. She just does tons of damage. She does damage based off her own HP, so if you can get her HP really, really, really high, she will just destroy other units. If you can get her to 6 and 7-star and toss her out the 1v1, she pretty much can kill any unit, especially Sodeno. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and take one quick look here at this list. So, honestly, at 6 runes, I kind of want to boost him up to best of the best. I think he deserves him best of the best. I'm going to leave him there. Honestly, I can make a case for Koga being in best of the best too, but I don't think anybody has Koga. I think everybody just straight skipped out on him. So he could be in best of the best. He needs to get some mastery skills off. If he gets the mastery skills off, he could be in best of the best. I think it's probably safe to put him in solid. Nell, I can make a case for her being in best of the best as well. But I'm going to go ahead and drop her down to solid just because she doesn't heal, unfortunately. Yeah, you could take care of that with War Souls, but I'm going to leave her in solid. Who else do we have here? Can I push? By the way, these orders right here, just because I have Vassalord in the front doesn't mean he's better than... I mean, he is. But just because I have any of these units in the front doesn't mean they're better than any other these units behind them. So, with that, Ulquiorra is going to stay there. He's going to stay there. Honestly, I can make a case, actually, for pushing him down to bad in that case. So, going to leave him there. Who else? Honestly, Ichigo, he could be boosted up to solid. He's actually not terrible. Any of these major damage dealers could be boosted up to solid just because they have amazing damage. If they get off that rage attack, they could just win. Let's see here. I think there's a case for Hyodemaru being in solid, but he just doesn't do enough damage. There's also a case for her being in solid, but unfortunately, Cotton Kill Cuts just doesn't do enough damage either. I'm going to put her in okay. With 6 runes, he could be solid. Kenpachi, he could with 6 runes. I'm going to leave him in okay, because I don't think he does enough to put him in there. Other than that, I think there's a case to be made to put Aizen up there, but I'm going to leave him down here. Any of these characters need to go up. I'm going to put Zangetsu in okay. I think he's better than bad, especially in 1v1. He has stuns. He has rage reduction. I think he deserves to be in okay. With that, let's just mess around here. I think you deserve to be there. You could probably be put in there. I could probably put you there. I think that's where I'm going to let it sit. I think right there is not a bad spot. If you ever look at my 1v1 teams, you'll notice I do use a lot of these units down here. Matter of fact, I did use some of these units for quite a while. I did use them, but I quickly replaced them. Matter of fact, my entire starting lineup nowadays in 1v1 consists of Ichigo, Orihime, Yoruichi, Nell, Okiota, and Sodeno, Nimue. Sometimes I toss in Byakuya, and that's about it. I also use, in my main lineup, I use Nell and Koga as well. So as far as solid units go, I use these 3 units for solid, and I use almost all these units up here. Let's just make a little list here. Yeah, I use these units right here, and I use these units right here. That's what I use right here. This is my 6v6 lineup right here. I also toss in some SSRs from time to time to troll, but that is what I'm looking like. Again, I also used to use Urahara quite a bit as well. And sometimes if I want some just damage, I could toss in some of my 7-star units just to have a little bit of fun. But that... Oh, I also did try Kenpachi for a while, but I didn't think he did enough damage. Yes, you can get him to guarantee the mastery skill, but then if you do that, you wouldn't be able to put that on a character like Ichigo. If you put the Toshido Warsoul on Ichigo, what happens is he rages first round, he's a guaranteed mastery skill, and the next round, he's another guaranteed mastery skill. And he just does disgusting amounts of damage. In 2 rounds, you can kill most all units with Ichigo, just with the Toshido Warsoul. So that's what I like to use. And with that, of course, there is cases to put a lot of these units in solid, a lot of these units in okay, a lot of these units in... Yeah, there's a lot of scenarios in which you can swap these characters around, but I think to be very generalized, this might be a pretty solid tier list. Let's go ahead and pop back down to here and see if there is a Kenpachi contest going on. Nope, unfortunately not right at the moment. I think we will probably get one here probably the next day or two. You see 30 hours, we probably should get one soon here. So yeah, look forward to that, and I hope this helped everyone out a little bit. Again, if you wanted to go back early on the video when I did my SSRs, feel free to do that. But yeah, this is what the ORs are looking like. With that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. If you guys enjoy this content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'd like that. I appreciate that. If you want to see my UR tier list, 6v6 UR tier list, check out the description as well. I'll go ahead and toss that in there. And check out my SSR 6v6 tier list, which probably should be coming in the next week or so. Alright, guys. Peace. Peace.